Welcome back to another edition of the 300 podcast. It is your boy, Ezra Ray. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on in the coaching world in the NFL. Really too much to get into in 300 seconds. But something that I found interesting is this Nick Sirianni. Pardon me, Jesus. This Nick Sirianni storyline where my man almost lost his job 4 or 5 different times throughout the course of the season. And here he is winning his ass off all over again, one win away from the biggest game in the NFL. Another try at it. I believe that he went his second year coaching. Now, I'd hate to think he gets the leeway he gets because he's, of course, white. But if you take into account some of the black coaches that were one and done in their first year, yes, they didn't have as high of a winning percentage, but opportunity is opportunity. You know, who knows if in year two, same coach does as well? You don't know that because they're gone. They're fired already. That happened with the guy over at the Patriots. Even though a bunch of stories started coming about him that were just like, man, if you were doing that in the locker room, then I could see why they fired you. But for the most part, pardon me. For the most part, it feels like black coaches, if they don't immediately become successful with the team, their opportunity to become successful with the team is kind of just out the window. It's like you either get it done in year one or you're done. So I'm curious as to how this plays out for the Jets. You know, if he doesn't do well in his first year, what's that going to look like for the Jets considering how bad they are right now? I should probably re-record this with all the yawning. It's only 300 seconds anyway. That's why, short is better. But yeah, Nick Sirianni's one win away from the Super Bowl all over again. Another opportunity to see either Josh Allen or Patty Mahomes for the final game of the season. I think there's more on Josh Allen's shoulders as far as winning the big one, considering he would have gotten through Lamar Jackson, then then Patty Mahomes, and then either Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts in the Eagles. I think let's say Buffalo gets to the Super Bowl. Pardon me. Let's say Buffalo gets to the Super Bowl and plays Jaden Daniels and then loses. Eesh. That'll be a bad look. That'll be a terrible look considering you would have gone through Lamar, you would have gone through Patty, and then were stopped by a rookie quarterback. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on everybody to be honest, to both get there and then win it. But Josh Allen's story arc is yeah, it's one of do or die. I'm not saying obviously I'm not saying these teams won't be back next year and be just as good, still in the mix. Of course, obviously, these guys are in it for years to come, but these opportunities are few and far between. So taking advantage of them, the same with Lamar, the same rules apply, the same narrative will apply. Where how many more of these opportunities will you get, honestly? Even as good as you are. How many of these opportunities will you get to win the big one? And you just don't know. You see how the season plays out. You try and make meaningful changes to the team so that you're better the next year around. And then you leave it in, the football god's hands. Anyway, there's another episode for you guys. Just me yapping away. This is 300 the podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. It does me a world of good. It boosts my confidence. It strokes my ego a little bit, and it also is eventually gonna like pay the bills. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on IG and get to know me a little bit. I'm pretty funny. Peace.